Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press the side seams of my lining. Now on my main fabric, my side seams are 5 centimeters, and that's just basically what I use as a guide. You don't have to use that much, but I use 5 centimeters. So I always press the side seams of my lining to half of whatever my side seams are on my finished blind. So 5 centimeters on my finished blind, so these will be pressed at 2.5 centimeters. Okay, so as you can see, I've put this right side facing down. I'm actually using Evans DB1 lining here. So yeah, and I love it because it does press really well. So what I end up first of all doing, I just find my 2.5 centimeters and I just roughly press it with my fingers, or score it down with my fingers along and all the way up. I hope you can see that's okay. And then I'm just going to grab my iron and I'm just going to lightly press that. I don't have it too high because I don't think you need it to have it so high. So I'm just going to move my camera around so you can see. So yeah, just continue all the way up the blind like so. And then you just repeat that on both sides. Okay, so as you can see, I've put all the spaces and marked out exactly where I want my rod pockets to go on my lining. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I need to press these rod pockets in place. So what I do is I pick up the lining approximately halfway in between the 2 pins and then fold it over. And then, I'm going to bring this closer so you can see what I'm doing. I then take my 2 pins together, grab another pin, making sure that this here, where I folded it, is completely level. And then I put another pin straight in there. And then I just repeat this all the way along, doing the other end first, making sure it's all nice and level and square. Popping the pin in, take those pins out, and then with these centre ones you can kind of manipulate it, pop the top pin through and just check that you can see that they're in the correct position, and then just pop another pin just directly above it. You can take those pins out now, you don't need those pins. Okay, I'm going to pull this down and I'm going to show you the same again. So same again, pull up the lining, find the centres of where that lining is. Hopefully you can see that. So find those centres, line them all up, and then pop a pin in. I just realised I forgot to do on the first one, sorry, where I've pinned those in. It's important that you press it. So first one done, pinned up, then give it a press of an iron. Not too hot. And actually on these corners, I never iron out that way because it tends to sometimes push that lining out and you end up with a bit of an angled lining. I always press going up and along, and then the same on the other corner as well, because it can sometimes move out of place. So yeah, so back to the second one. So again, centres, pin together, take those ones out. Second one over here, line up, pin together, find that middle one, pin through, make sure you've got it in exactly where you want it to be, pop a pin in, take those other pins out, and then I always sort of flatten it with my hands first. Mind yourself on those pins, they tend to bite you, well they do with me anyway. And then again repeat the process, and then you just keep doing this all the way up to the top. Okay, so as you can see, that's all my rod pockets ready. I'm now going to take them over to the sewing machine and I am going to sew these rod pockets.